ready? I was ready.
B.W.O. 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 Brothers with opinions, now we spreading the word. In this world, things get hard cause we been blinded by ignorance, man. Fear the unknown to progress is a hindrance. Silence is consent, so let your voices be heard. Man, we brothers with opinions, now we spreading the word. Bringing light to the dark, revolution is an art. Man, a lot of people talk, but they ain't never walked apart. Gotta shine a light on poverty and fight against injustice. And always speak the truth when the enemy's amongst us.
B.W.O. podcast, ladies and gentlemen. It's changed somewhat, but we're back. Our brother Zeb is currently away at work because for some reason the system has us working on weekends and holidays, and you know how it goes, and paying taxes on top of taxes. But we're gonna start with a little local news and sports with the one and only Tony Dinges, Coach of the Year from Daniel Morgan, 2 undefeated seasons in a row for basketball. Shout out to whoever their coach is for football too. I think it's Mondale because they went undefeated 2 years in a row as well.
Yes, sir, they did.
They got honored at the Hanley game yesterday. We can start with Hanley, right? What Hanley do yesterday in that field? Tony, you was at the game?
But hold on, correction. I think Daniel Morgan's football teams went 3 years in a row. They haven't lost a game.
No, it's just 2 years with this current team, but 3 years in a row.
I could be wrong.
They had Triston in them.
Yeah, they had maybe they did lose that one game that year when they were all in 7th grade. But yeah, good point. So we know they definitely went undefeated 2 years in a row. So congrats to them.
Wayne's nephew plays on that team. He's a beast on the line. They call him Tank.
Shout out to Big Tank or Little Tank.
There you go. So local news, sports. We have Clark County in a close one to Strasburg. It was 7-6 the final.
And
Clark
they're still
County.
undefeated.
Yes. And Skyline over Meridian 27-15.
With the one that I've been trying to tell people about before he got to high school. He gonna be the GOAT, man. 260 yards rushing for the young superstar Zayden Burks. Got to definitely shout him out.
Yep.
He's a sophomore, ladies and gentlemen. 260 yards.
He's definitely doing his thing. Yeah, he ended it. The game was like 20-15, and their last possession, he busted like a 60, 70-yard run or something. And it was like it was 4th and 1, and they were in their own territory. And the coach would now remind you, it's 20-15, and he goes
lost.
Yeah, I read. Yep. So, but he busted it and won the game for him. So that's a coach believing in his kids. So then you had Hanley destroyed, who was it? Liberty, their homecoming, get 56-21. It was 49-0 at halftime. And
they got scored on 3 times because the 8th grade Daniel Morgan kids played.
Yep, they put them in.
That's crazy. Like that little Tank and them out there playing against varsity. No wonder they got scored on though.
Right. Yeah. And then
shout out to Triston Darler, ladies and gentlemen. So we're talking about Zayden. Triston's only a freshman. So we got a lot of stars in the area that's just babies, if you want to think about it, 9th and 10th graders.
Yeah, and there's even another shout out to Julian Wilcom. He's a freshman as well. He's starting at wide receiver now on varsity. So they moved him up. So you have three freshmen starting on the offense. The center, Tyler Davis, Triston at quarterback, and then is a receiver. 3 freshmen. That's scary.
Sounds scary.
Yeah.
And that incoming freshman class next year, they had an undefeated Daniel Morgan team 2 years in a row, so they got some talent on that team coming in.
Yeah. I mean,
future's bright for them judges, man.
I can't think of a time. When do you ever remember any freshmen starting foot like that, like coming straight in? Was there any back when we was in school? Just a quick question.
Not at Hanley.
Yeah. I mean, did the Partlows or
Kelly did, but that's fucking Sherando.
So nobody, that's saying something. Like, so you got 3 freshmen out there doing their thing. All right, so moving on for scores, Sherando destroyed Millbrook 42-0.
That's impressive, man. They're undefeated still too, aren't they? No, they lost the Kettle Run.
Yeah, That's Hanley and Sharando's only loss to Kettle Run. And then speaking of Kettle Run, they destroyed Warren County 47-0.
There's a lot of blowouts, except for the Clark County game and the
Yeah.
Martinsburg game.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. So moving on to West Virginia scores. Martinsburg, the game of the week or month, year, whatever, both of them undefeated, Martinsburg and Spring Mills. Martinsburg squeaked it out 17-12 to give Spring Mills their first loss. And then Washington beat Hampshire 38-21, and Morgantown beat Hedgesville 45-7.
I heard there were like 5,000 plus people at that Martinsburg game.
Oh, I bet. I bet it was packed. So there's your local scores right there. So shout out to all the local talent out there doing their thing. But I will say, I told you guys I was going to say this. I watched that because I wanted to stream the Martinsburg game and I couldn't get, I don't know, it wasn't on the site I watched, but I watched the Millbrook game instead. Dude, Millbrook's offense is horrible. Horrible. That's all I'm going to say. If I had a kid, I wouldn't play for that team.
What about Kyler Jackson?
All they do is Kyler's hurt.
Well, no wonder that they can't even move the ball.
Kyler's a dog, but dude, like it's a little league offense. They probably threw the ball twice. It's horrible to watch.
Yeah, when you run an offense, you got to have balanced offense.
So what you're saying is that within 2 or 3 years, if they want to win more, they better put Kevin Curry on that head coaching job over there.
Yeah.
Because he'll get them athletes to play, lead by example. And obviously whoever they have right now isn't working out so well.
It's like they tricked it up, their little offense, whatever. All they do is wildcat, whatever. And it's bad.
Yeah, so the high school games, it looks like everybody that was pretty much favored to win won then, right?
Yeah, in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rundown. So
Central didn't play this week?
Beside it, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think they played this week. They were off.
So that's what it's about, though, really. I mean, you got to win the games that you're supposed to win, and then you have to win those big games also, though.
Yep. I mean, except for the Spring Mills Martinsburg game.
Yeah, that could have went either way.
I'm not sure who was favored in that game.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it should have still been Martinsburg.
Probably.
And they were at home.
It probably was, but Spring Mills had the better statistics throughout the year leading up to that game. So I would have made Spring Mills the favorite of that game if I was making the line. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, because you're right. Because they put up 300 almost 300 points in total offense, and then they only gave up one touchdown going into that game.
Exactly.
In 7 games.
So you would think they are the better team doing something of that nature.
Martinsburg's just a powerhouse every single season.
Every year, man.
They pump out D1, D2 kids all the time. Their whole team be going college. Like I can't lie, I can't hate on them. I still think it's funny that Hanley's afraid of them. Like they won't even play him.
Who's in the pros right now for Martinsburg? He played for Martinsburg High School.
The kid that could be starting in the NFL one day, the quarterback for the Bears, the backup for the Bears.
Yeah, Tyson Badgen.
Because they're both rookies. They drafted him even after drafting the #1 pick from USC.
So they produced a pro.
They produce athletes. I'm going to tell you that right now. Professional athletes. There's a lot of them that could go pro, but, it depends on what position you play.
Yep. But all right. So moving on, guys, local news there. And then wanted to say one thing about locally, too. Don't forget to vote, everybody. We got to vote. Got it, Wayne? Do you vote?
I vote. Yes, I do.
Chris, you vote?
I voted for Lang Campbell and Mark Prokopchak back in the day at Hamlin.
You was one of them the kids, at 18, your first time voting. You're like, oh, I can write somebody in. What does this mean?
I never voted because I never believed in any of them being our leader. So I was like, nah, next.
Oh, Lord. All right. So anyway, I just want to put that out there. Remind everybody to vote, so for the election. But I believe your voice does count somewhat, even though the powers that be will always put who they want in anyway. But I think it counts for something.
It's mental, make people feel good.
Yeah, it makes me feel good.
I voted. Put the sticker on their shirt. Voted.
I'm with the sticker. That's it. That's what I go for.
I bet you do. You probably have 2 of them on your hoodie.
So, all right. So, topics. Chris, you got the topics, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's roll. Let's jump into something here. Let's go.
So before we really get y'all's minds working, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to talk about how this could possibly be like the best sports week ever. Not because there's a Super Bowl or March Madness, but if you're a fan of professional sports and sports in general, football's in the height of the season, college and NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Baseball in the World Series with the
Go
Dodgers
Yankees.
and Yankees, powerhouses in the finals this year. Two best players in the world play on those teams. You have hockey back, and the NBA is back. So all those sports are going at once. So that's pretty cool. You got a lot to watch if you love sports, and even if you don't like one of them, well, the other ones are on now too. So enjoy.
Yeah.
Deion Sanders has his team in the bowl game in just his second season in Colorado.
Now, who's your favorite college team, Chris?
Syracuse by far. We got stomped this week. Wayne called it. He was like, y'all going to lose. I'm like, nah, we got stomped by Pittsburgh.
I wanted to bring that up. Didn't your quarterback throw like 3 pick sixes?
I know one thing. I seen one of them. Dude, it's crazy. Like, our quarterback has been the bread and butter for us this year. And Pittsburgh, man, they nice. I didn't know they was that good.
Dude,
they undefeated.
He threw like 4.
It's all right.
I think he did it in the first half. He threw. Let me look. Hold on. I got to check it. But man, your poor quarterback. He did not have a good day.
Well, I haven't fully loved the quarterback we've had since Donovan, so it's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we got stomped. UVA got stomped too, though. I know you like UVA, Mr. Dinges.
Hey, lay off. And so does Wayne. Don't just call me out. Look, how Chris always wants to single me out. This Wayne's team.
Don't talk much about the Cavaliers anymore, man.
Yeah, we done lost our head basketball coach.
You talking about ain't had a good quarterback since Donovan. We ain't had a good running back since Tiki.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but that was after Donovan.
I mean, Thomas Jones, he was all right.
Yeah, he was good.
He was a beast in the NFL.
Yeah, he was.
Let's say we used to get running backs. Remember, we produced Terry Kirby.
Yeah.
So, like, we don't get any running backs now.
Good old Charles.
That's when I went to see UVA. I was like 9, 10 years old, and they had Terry Kirby, Herman Moore, Sean Moore. I was a kid, but they were stacked.
That team with Terry Kirby that year, you know, they got to the number 1 ranking in the nation. They were ranked number 1.
What was the one big dude? Charles Way?
And I think they lost to I can't remember who they lost. They got upset by somebody. But yeah, they had a hell of a squad.
Yeah, Herman Moore and Sean Moore and them, their whole team went pro.
Yeah.
But they don't get all those athletes now like they used to get. Those are like the best players from the state.
Yeah.
Now some of them go to Tech, and then others, they go to schools outside of the state.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man. So definitely fun for sports, but
yeah,
at least the college teams of all 3 of us got blown out this weekend.
Yeah, so moving on, nothing to talk about there.
Nothing to talk about for us.
But we will bring up the World Series. We'll talk about that a little bit because I'm a Yankees
2 games to none right now.
I'm a Yankees fan. So I watched a little bit of the game last night and I cut it off because I just got it. They were down 4-1. But
they lost 4-2, but Ohtani hurt his shoulder last night.
Did he?
Yeah, so we'll see. He's having tests on him today.
So yeah, so Yankees are down 0-2.
Yeah,
now
it's definitely going to come down to the pitching, man. It's whoever has the better pitching.
Oh, that's always the case.
But they're coming back here today, so
yeah.
Bringing it to the Bronx.
Oh yeah, the whole series could swing.
Yeah, to me, it's about the aces. Who have the better aces? Whoever have the better
Las
aces.
Vegas has the aces.
Yeah, that's what they say. Brand wise name.
Yeah, you're
Trademark.
right.
But to me, would you say Otani and Judge are probably like the two best players in the league right now?
Yeah. You're right. You got
I mean,
the
of
two
course.
best teams. Go ahead, Wayne.
No, I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was just agreeing.
But yeah, the two's better than those two.
I love Fernando Tatis, but I think those two are the top two, and then he might be right there behind them.
Mm-hmm. But
Yeah.
Judge is not having a good series right now. He's not doing nothing.
Seems like his numbers like drop off like when the postseason comes around.
It seems like a lot of players. Well, you find out who's clutch and who's not.
Right.
Is he worth that big paycheck?
It's all about when the time matters. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, that's like
games-
Tony's boy, Dak.
yeah, he's another one.
He can be beast in the regular season, and then in the playoffs, straight duds. But then Tony, you just said, see who's clutch and get that paycheck. But he's not clutch, not hating. It's true. He's not clutch, but he got that bag bigger than anybody ever in the league.
Yeah. I don't agree with it. I don't think anybody should get paid that much. It's not just but I think you all agree with that too.
I mean, it's the entertainment world. It's they get that many viewers and watchers and buyers for tickets, and players see that. So, as an agent representing a player, he's going to be like, "Hold on, we're going to demand more because they're getting more." So, I mean, I get it. It's a part of the game.
Yeah, I just looked up Judge's stats right now. In the first two games, he has one hit at 9 at bats.
Told you.
He's 1 for 9.
Postseason, his numbers just drop off.
He's batting basically like 100 right now.
Not good for your star player.
But they have two stars because they have Stanton.
Yeah, I was going to say Stanton's doing his thing.
But Dodgers, they got multiple stars.
Yeah. I ain't going to lie. That walk-off by Freddie Freeman was beast the other day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm so mad we got rid of him, man.
Yeah, he used to play for the Braves.
Yep.
They used to say, have that commercial, living the hug life.
So, yeah, Chris, on top of what you said, it is I never really thought about that. You got like all 4 sports, right?
Yeah, the major sports in this country.
At this time of year.
I mean, soccer's even going on. Major League Soccer just started back up this week, too, because Messi and Miami won their first game.
Mm-hmm. So if you're a sports fan, it's a great time of the year. Like Chris just said, the height of both college and NFL and World Series and NHL's started up.
It's all about that revenue.
And you wanted to talk a little bit about something that doesn't very, very often happen with Bronny and his pops, right?
Who, Bronny? Oh, nepotism?
Yeah, you said you wanted to talk a little bit about it.
I mean, yeah, we could talk about it. I mean, I'd get you guys' opinions on it. It's like we talk about getting somewhere where you want to be. We know damn well that Bronny is not good enough to be in the NBA, and the only reason he's there is because of his dad. Agreed?
I don't know if he's not good enough. I would just say he definitely should have either stayed in college more or start in the G League. But I've seen that he's going to be splitting his time between the pros and the G League.
Yeah, I just saw that too. Yeah.
But I would say on the other side,
which is
would you basically throw your middle finger up to Quincy, and would Wayne throw his middle finger up to Kobe and be like, nah, I don't want them guys in the pros with me?
Oh,
if you was able to help your son get there, you would do what you could.
I mean,
it's facts.
And that's why it's a touchy subject. It's like, what are you talking about, Chris? Like, you got to get it. I've heard from coaches and stuff. It's like all you need is an opportunity,
and right? That's what he's getting right now.
And that's what he has from his dad. I mean, I think about it. Like, can you really hate on it? Like, we know he's not skilled enough to be in my opinion, we know he's not at that level, like an NBA player. He is a G League, but I'm not saying he won't ever get there because he's young, but he needs to develop more. Like you said, he should have stayed in college longer, but it was just.
People sit there and hate and bash on him for having like poor games right now. But I'm like, he is just a kid. He's probably not ready. But in the same right, Tyrese Halliburton, all-star USA player. He scored 0 points in 26 minutes the other day. Jimmy Butler, supposed to be this and that. He scored 3 points in 28 minutes. Like, these guys be shitting a bit sometimes too.
Oh,
You know what I mean? And they're like stars.
but there's a big difference there. Like,
I'm just saying, but people be like, oh,
I
Bronny
know.
can't do this and that. I'm like, well, sometimes some of the best players in the world can't do it either consistently.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, you
But
got your
yeah, we
man.
got to give that man a chance, like you just said. Like, if I don't have any kids, but your guys' kids are like my nephews and stuff, man. And if I could help my kids make it, I would. And
Yeah.
definitely if I could still be there when they coming through. Because multiple businesses, people get money and jobs and opportunities because their parents or their family own businesses and put them in position to do it.
Yeah, all the time. Yeah.
But when it comes to celebrity, and definitely black celebrity, people gonna be like, oh, that's that daddy stuff, and want to hate. You know what I mean? But I'm like, shoot, man, people help their kids all the time.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing but critics, man. I mean, it's just people critiquing what he's doing out there, and then bashing him for him not living up to the hype of his daddy's last name. You know what I'm saying? Like, let the dude build his game up. Like Chris said, he's going to be playing in between the G League and the professional league. So, I mean, when you go to the G League, it's still professional athletes there, man. So players that should be in the league, but they're not. So, I mean, we'll see, man. Let the dude develop, play a little bit outside of the pros, and see how he grows from there.
I
That's
agree.
that's just my input on it.
I agree. So we brought that up. Yeah, I just want to talk about that, what y'all thought about that. But hey, the best of luck to him. Like you say, the kid had a heart issue and everything, came back from that, So give him some time. He's young, and we'll see. Only time will tell, right? But in the moment, everybody's just dogging the whole situation, So is he ready? In my opinion, no, he's not ready. But we'll see. Time will tell.
That's why it's brothers with opinions.
He might ball out if he played for somebody like the Wizards.
Exactly.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a situation that this guy has been put in, man.
I'll say, yeah. I mean, think it like you just said. The situation he was put in. I was just going to say, is like, man, how? I wonder how much stress or pressure. I'm going to say stress.
It's a lot of damn pressure.
Playing for with his dad on the biggest franchise in the NBA. One of them, the Lakers. It's like the pressure he has on his right now. It's like you say, it's like he's expected to carry on a legacy, But
we're all the same age, and we remember seeing our so-called GOAT, Mr. Michael Jordan, and his kids couldn't do it either.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they didn't even make it to the NBA. They played college ball, but you know what I mean? That's tough.
Mm-hmm. But see, another thing is what it gets on everybody's nerves is how LeBron's always in the spotlight. He's like at his son's gate, this and that. Like I guess he wants to be the center of attention.
But it's because
LeBron
this
is back
the
when he was
biggest
in
athlete in the world, so they're gonna always be there and hype it up. You know what I mean? It's not like if Grady Dick and fucking Josh Hart have kids and they're playing games. Everybody's not gonna be all, this and that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's LeBron, who's the biggest athlete in the world and possibly of the last 15, 20 years. You know what I mean? So people's like, oh, it's LeBron. What's his kid's going to do?
Mm-hmm.
Just see if he stays in the pros until Bryce comes, because Bryce is going to be better than Bronny most likely.
Now, Bryce, I can say, I think that he has game.
But LeBron might try to stay in the league until he comes.
And what grade is he? Is he in college yet? He's still in high school, right? He's still in high school, right?
Yeah, this is his senior year.
Gotcha.
What was that one clip that they said about Bron, the chosen one?
Well, that was on the cover of Sports Illustrated in 2004, 2003.
Man, he was handpicked for all this, man.
That's a whole nother topic.
Tell you, man, his whole life, everything, basketball, off the court. It just seems like the dude's never in the spotlight of nothing. They try to throw his name out there with the Diddy shit, but I mean, have you ever heard of LeBron having any fucking altercation or lawsuits off the court?
Nope, not one. I can praise him for that. He doesn't get into anything.
Because he was the chosen one. They handpicked this guy.
Yeah, Diddy did too, though.
Yeah, they all did. You know what I'm saying? But everything was good until, a couple things surfaced. But I mean, shit happens, man, when you jump out of line.
Yeah. Whole nother topic there.
Yeah.
It's a whole other topic, just like his son having
that
that heart attack or whatever he had and almost died. And is that something where he was sacrificed? Because somebody in the family is one of the biggest celebrities in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But he also now got him into the pros with him.
Right.
He can make things happen. He got JJ to be coach, but shout out to JJ. The Lakers are 3-0 right now.
Yeah, they are. 3-0. The next Phil Jackson, JJ Redick. Huh?
I don't know, man. It's looking
like
promising
JJ.
right now.
I like JJ.
They're playing for him. That's the difference.
Yeah.
I was a JJ dude just because Roanoke, Virginia, but I wasn't with it when he went to Duke, man. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, he went to Cave Spring High School.
Yeah, man. He should have went somewhere other than Duke, though. Not even
but he
North
lived up
Carolina.
to Duke, though.
But I mean,
He did.
And they won the championship.
Wait,
he was the shit, man. I used to hate it, man, when he came and played Virginia, man.
Well, I mean, if you're getting recruited and Duke's coming after you, I mean, it's kind of hard to say no, right? I mean, let's be honest.
I mean, of course, because Coach K has shown you, hey, look, everybody that I put my hands on, they go to the NBA, bro. Do you want to go there?
It's like, hey, if
that's the dream, right?
Like if your son or something like, hey, Dad, I got a scholarship or an offer from Duke, you gonna sit there and get mad at it?
I'm gonna be wearing Duke Blue Devil shit for the next 3 or 4 years. Shit.
Or you'll be like Barry Sanders' dad. Remember he chose Oklahoma or Oklahoma State over Oklahoma, and his dad still wore Oklahoma stuff.
Yeah,
I'd probably wear my Virginia stuff still.
Slice it in half.
And Coach K's not at Duke anymore. But they got Cooper Flagg and Carlos Boozer's kids going there, and they're like all the best players in the country.
Dude, they're
about to smash.
They're gonna be an NBA squad.
They got Tony coaching, little John Shire.
He could play ball.
Yeah, John Shire was all right.
Who's gonna be on Duke's right? Because they got Cooper Flagg
and Carlos Boozer's kids.
Yeah, they're Carlos Boozer's kids who are like, one of them is definitely like top 3 in the nation, already ranked.
Those are the top kids in the nation, along with Cooper Flagg. He's going to be #1 pick next year.
Oh yeah, by far, yeah.
They'll blow through the season. They'll have a fucked up game somewhere through March Madness, and they'll lose.
Yeah, because they're all kids.
You heard it here first. Wayne said upset in March Madness.
Yep, I'm going to say
first
about like Sweet 16. That's where they get upset.
All right.
You can write that down if you want, Tony.
They're going to lose to Oregon.
JMU.
Yep.
It'll be one of the most hard fought teams, like a Houston team or like a Texas team or a Georgia team. It'll be somebody just tough minded. That's just
been together for 2, 3, 4 years.
Exactly. Then they got a good coach.
University of Wisconsin, Milwaukee. That upsets them.
Never know, man. You never know. That's why they call it March Madness. Let the madness start. Let it begin. Just get started on this Sunday.
All right, moving on. So enough with the James family. Wish him well, Bronny James. Let's see what the future holds for that young man. But one more question. Do you think LeBron stays in the league until Bryce
He scored 18 out of 21 points last night on a 21-0 run and scored 14 straight in the fourth quarter. He's pretty good still, I guess. So, yeah, he'll probably be there until his son Bryce comes.
Yeah, that's what. All right, so, yeah, he stays until he plays with both his sons. He's going to have both of them.
Yeah.
My response to that, you said move on. Let's move on.
So,
just to be honest, I don't want to see that, though.
Bryce might go to Duke.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, you're right. We'll see. So moving on, next topic.
Illuminati on my mind, soul, and my body.
Illuminati.
You already know I'm like the producer, Irv Gotti.
Well, keep it going. Let's go.
Nah, we about to talk some facts,
I
though.
thought you was gonna bust some freestyle, both of you.
Nah, mine was from Jay-Z because they've been talking about this for years. Because they all know, and it's not like Jay-Z and all of them is the big Illuminati people. It's the people that allow them to do what they do that are the ones that are really Illuminati.
So
That symbol, those symbols are in everything, and we've been brainwashed so long as we didn't even know. Yeah, even that, the all-seeing eye. It's the all-seeing eye. It's all Illuminati stuff, and they brainwash us all to do it. And if you ever see all the celebrities, every single celebrity has a black eye picture. Like, what is that? And somebody's like, "Oh, that's just a coincidence." I'm like, "How's a coincidence? Like 100 different celebrities got a black eye picture. Get the fuck out of here!" Now they're not getting beat up. Like it's a part of the Illuminati stuff, man. And then all of them take pictures like this.
yeah.
If you see, you can see all of them from Rihanna to Lady Gaga, all of them. But that's not something everybody just does in pictures. It's because they have to do some of those symbols and stuff. You know what I mean? They're told to do that stuff in the public.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that rock symbol also,
What's the rock symbol?
where they put their two hands together.
The diamond, but it's really the
yeah,
all-seeing eye because they look through it. That's Jay-Z. They look through it, so it's the all-seeing eye.
Yeah. And if you take your index and bring them down to your thumbs, what do you get? You get the 2 3s.
Which is 666. Guess what? I heard that Jay-Z actually got sued and lost by Diamond Dallas Page because he said he patented the diamond symbol.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I didn't hear
When
that.
I was doing some research, and I never even heard that before, and I'm like, really? And they was like, Diamond Dallas Page took Jay-Z to court and won.
Wow.
Wow.
That's crazy.
So they can't do that symbol no more as a part of the rock.
Yeah, I never heard that. That's wild.
That's interesting. I'm going to have to look that up when I get a chance.
I just remember the name, but I don't remember them wrestlers too much. But regardless, I believe people like Hulk Hogan, The Rock, and Stone Cold are all part of that stuff because they've made it so big. Like I feel like almost any person that's reached a celebrity status of that magnitude has been gotten by the Illuminati.
I agree.
I don't think you can get so many opportunities if you know. Like, how are you everywhere?
Chris, you're right. I just looked it up real quick. That's crazy. It says Diamond Dallas Page sued rapper Jay-Z in December of 2005 for trademark infringement.
Wow.
It says Page alleged that Jay-Z illegally adopted his trade-marketed diamond cutter hand gesture. Outcome: Page dropped the lawsuit for an undisclosed amount of money.
Oh, I wonder why she dropped
it. Way more money than Diamond Dallas, but
exactly, Chris.
I told you, I heard, I was reading some stuff and was like, damn, I didn't even know that.
Shit, that's crazy, man.
Dude.
They probably scared her to death and was like, girl, you better take this money or you ain't gonna get nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's that power shit, man. That's that control. And what'd you just say, Chris? You said Jay-Z got more money, right?
Way more money. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know Diamond's bank account, but I know he ain't messing with Sean Carter.
For sure, man.
Man, even he's been sued by like Howard what? Because of his, the diamond thing, Jay-Z has been like multiple people came out. It says Howard University, I think, filed a lawsuit against him. That's crazy.
Stating what? Hit the symbol.
Jay-Z and Rockefeller Records label have coined the slogan, "It's the Rock," or is it which they proudly shout in songs and at performances. Along with the slogan comes the Rockefeller dynasty sign, two hands placed together to form a diamond. That's what they got. Yeah. Well, we all know what it really is. There's other people, including wrestler Diamond Dallas Page, share the same sign, his but is known as the Diamond Cutter.
And
Rock.
I'm not a big wrestling fan, but
I'm
I'm pretty
sorry.
sure those kids and people that love wrestling know all about that.
It wasn't Howard Unit. It's still talking about Diamond Dallas Page.
Rockefeller.
But interesting. I never knew that he
I used to throw that symbol up all the time and be like, "It's the Rock in here." I would do that all the time because Jade and the Rock is my favorite. Like, I'm gonna be honest. The same way 50 had all of us screaming, "Chucha, chucha."
You wonder why you was getting them looks from the people that was walking by you.
Very interesting.
Yeah, man. It's all part of that Illuminati stuff, though. If you want to, I'm being serious. Not the Diamond Dallas thing, but just all those. If you look at all these videos and stuff, it's nothing but symbols of all that stuff. There's supposedly 5 countries that really run things, and that's what the 5 rings for the Olympics means. And then the torch is in all kinds of symbolisms. It's even on the back of our dimes. It's on the dollar bill. It's at the Olympics. They hold the torch up to symbolize the start of the Olympics. Like, all of this stuff is like, I have to really look into it more. But supposedly it's all about Illuminati and the devil and just crazy stuff, man. But they've put it into everything. And most universities have a torch in their symbol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people don't even think about it. What does the Statue of Liberty hold up? A torch.
Torch. Yep.
And it comes from France, which is one of the 5 countries. It's 4 of them in England. I think it's France, Germany, Italy, England, and the USA. And that's what those 5 rings mean for the Olympic symbol and everything else. You guys should look into it too and really research. But I've seen a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm like, damn, man. And we all love the Olympics and this and that, but it's really crazy, like the meaning and symbolism behind stuff that we don't really even know about.
It's the joining of their hands together, man, not ours.
Yeah, to do everything and control it.
Yep. That's just like what I told y'all about that number system. Like when you do 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And if you draw a line from 0 to 9, 1 to 8, 2 to 7, 3 to 6, 4 to 5, on both sides of the number, it creates like an Illuminati eye in like the middle of it. It's just like an eye, just like kind of looking at you. And we all know who started the school systems.
The ones that we currently have, that's Rockefeller.
Exactly. So
and what's Jay-Z in them? The Rock. And they Rockefeller Records.
Yeah, like that symbol's like everywhere. It's just like, it's almost like that hand coming together again around that circle of numbers that I was just telling you about. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. You figured that out.
It's interesting.
Yeah, it is.
But I mean, why do they want to just like advertise it to us that they are the devil? Like, what is their purpose behind it? You know what I mean? They're blatantly doing it in front of our faces, but why?
But see, but nobody pays attention. You know what I mean? It's like, what do we say? Like way back, we always say people have warned us, celebrity, we share all these videos like Cat Williams is coming out now, but but in his stand-ups, he's been warning us of all this secret society or whatever, shit these elites doing, whatever kind of stuff. But no,
it's because everybody thinks it's jokes.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Because they're comedians, like they're just like, oh, they're just joke. It's just jokes.
Because the comedians are the ones that are usually call everything out.
Mm-hmm. But in all reality, like George Carlin, I share with, like, look at George Carlin was like the very first to start doing that shit. Like when you listen to his stand-ups,
he opened up eyes all the time in the 80s and 90s with his stuff.
Yeah. So it's like, but we're like, oh, they're just it's just jokes. But in all reality, dude, they're speaking truth in their stand-up. You know what I'm saying? Right in front of our eyes.
Yeah, man. Everything's right in front of your eyes.
But we're always being distracted by them elites so that we don't really see exactly what's happening in the bigger scheme of things in the world, like all the US dollar is pretty much being depleted. Even every time I go to the train to get Metro cards and stuff, it almost always says no bills, no bills, no bills. They want you to have to pay with a card. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. Even the
And
police
that's
officer the other day, I was like, man, this is why everybody be jumping and stuff, jumping the turnstiles. He's like, yeah, they trying to get rid of money, make everybody pay digital. And I'm just like, that's OD. I was like, what are people supposed to do that don't have it? And what are kids and stuff? They want every single person to have to go get them a card that they can control and see how much money people have.
yeah,
You
it
can't
what
use it without it.
and what started that?
Illuminati.
Well, but COVID, but was
And
it
they
the
did that on
distraction?
purpose. They started that.
Yeah. Like now when you seriously think about it, was that just a whole nother distraction to what their ultimate plan is? Because now after COVID, even at like high school football games, they don't take cash anymore.
Which is just ridiculous. Kids
They
have cash.
yeah, they you go to a lot of football games in the area, they only take card.
But you know
And
why all of this works too is because people are like, I gotta get a credit card, I gotta get a card. And now kids come into my job all the time and they have credit cards. And I'm like, they're like 10, 11, 12. I'm like, damn.
hmm
Like
yeah, I mean,
that's just mind boggling to me. But how easy we can form and do whatever they want. And before they know it, they're gonna take cash away and people's gonna be like, oh, oh. So what you gonna do when Bobby and Mike come down the street to mow your grass or shovel your snow? You
right,
gonna pay him? You ain't gonna pay him in cash. You gonna tap
well,
the phone or this and that? That's just crazy. They're
well,
kids. Like
this
they're
getting
just trying
into
to
a
make a
whole
dollar.
yeah, this getting into a whole other look because
I just
it's
want a hot dog.
you got all these apps like Cash App and all that stuff, all this technology
They
to where
want
you can just
everybody to have that. That's crazy.
yeah, Apple Pay, Venmo, all these where you can just start at it and transfer money. What back and
But they can see all those transactions.
oh yeah, hmm
So if Christian's going to go down the street and help somebody with some yard work, he better have Cash App or something like you just said. Like that's crazy.
yeah,
It's
But it go,
kids,
but it goes back to what y'all always say, man. They're trying to control us
and they are controlling us.
and all this
because they're
technology
making
like
people buy this technology, and people are using this technology, and now they're tracking you. Your every move, everything you do is through your phone.
that's what I was about. Yeah, that's what I was about ready to say. All the you get, they can
They're in
see
control, bro.
everything.
Most of us have iPhone, which is all seeing eye.
Yeah.
And
Like
what are they?
Who's to
it all
say what?
connects, Tony. So I get it. Like sometimes it might seem like between the three of us we're going off topic, but all this shit most likely and honestly, it kind of connects, bro. It's all together, and it's all being ways that we're being manipulated, controlled, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
I agree.
man.
I agree. It all connects. Technology that is big. What do they say? Is like they're listening through you through your freaking TV.
And,
Like
and, and what was
these
a big
smart
distraction
TVs.
to change everything and make security and technology even and more accessible and allowed because people's like, yeah, we need that. 9/11.
Yeah, I was gonna say 9/11
9/11 allowed them to do
started.
everything with security, and they put cameras in every street light, every street pole, every building, boom, 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 boom. And now we're not free, really. We're free, but you know what I mean? They see us all the time.
hmm
So we don't have that. What is that? That privacy thing? We don't have that.
Oh yeah, the privacy law where it
Yeah,
was
it's
supposed to
gone.
be. Yeah,
All we're doing is just passing time, man. That's all we're doing in life. Passing time. We're all time travelers. That's all we are, man.
Man, that's deep.
That's my opinion.
That's
That's a
I mean,
brother
we're
coming
all
from right
time
field all the time,
travelers.
man. I mean, that's just what I do. It's my
Yeah,
belief.
we've all been here before
I believe it, Chris.
as other people or other
Yeah.
spirit, other maybe the same spirit, other
Oh man,
bodies.
now you're getting
Like,
into
like
reincarnation. You
I
believe
mean,
in that?
yes, I do. Yes, I do. I
Interesting.
totally do.
We can't say for sure because I don't remember being here before, but and it's kind of weird. Like it's like, well, and that's why we
Well,
all
you know
look
what
like people. Some people do feel like they remember things from the past, and I'm like, all right, or maybe the future sometimes too, right? Some people be knowing shit, and I'm like, how you know
But
that?
but why is there so many people that become teachers and they know so much stuff from in the past? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I get it, a lot of reading and researching, but like a lot of these people's memories are just photographic with that type of stuff, man.
Well,
It's just
think about this, like deja vu. you get deja vu, right?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
this happened
So, like,
already.
Yeah.
so that's how research or whoever they say you've been here before, like, or a former life when you get deja vu.
Yeah.
Yeah. So pretty, everybody gets deja vu. So it's like you've been here before, right? It's a weird feeling sometimes, just like.
And so my connection with the Illuminati would be: are the people that are the Illuminati? Do they already figured all this out and they know how to work it? Like they understand,
Well, you know what it is?
and we don't.
It's time capsules, right? So you store all the information of how to build certain things in time capsules, and that time capsule can only be open so many amount of years. And then when it opens up, it's like life is created again. In my eyes, you know what I'm saying? It's just like it just keeps producing. Something down the line, everything that has been done in the world is stored somewhere, man. And I believe it's stored in like time capsules. It's just my belief.
Interesting. Yeah.
And it's kind of dope.
So who do you believe you were in your former life?
It would be people before this.
I don't know.
It would be somebody before this generation, before this civilization.
Yeah. I do have a
Look, I
real
got
good
it right
friend.
here. I looked it up. So a time capsule is a container holding a collection of objects like letters, photographs, newspapers, artifacts meant to capture a specific moment in time and be open in the future to provide a glimpse into the past for the future generations. Its purpose is to preserve memories and documents current events for people to discover later on in life. That's what popped up when I typed in time capsule.
Yeah, we're all in a game, man. That's why they came out with the Matrix. They're like, we're really in the Matrix, and people was like, oh, it's just a movie. They're like, no, you guys are really in the Matrix. We're just now finally telling you.
Yeah, well, we've talked about that.
Preserving history and capturing life,
Hollywood tells a lot.
future reflection and stuff.
And who runs Hollywood? You know what I mean? The elites.
The elites, man.
So what I told you guys last night on our Zoom, remember the Star Trek show? It is like, to me, that's a big, everything they used in that show. If you go back and look at those old episodes of Star Trek, cell phones.
But the elites go back to like what I said to you just a minute ago, though, Tony, with LeBron. You have to be the chosen one. There's people chosen for this shit.
Do you believe Michael Jackson was the chosen one?
They wanted to make him a chosen one. But you know, I didn't go on tour with him. I wasn't on the road with him, but I mean, you hear stories.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What was the one dude, Tony Metallo? He said he's the devil. Remember that shit? Michael said he's the devil.
Oh yeah.
And Clive Davis and all those people.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I mean, like y'all said, man, all of this stuff that we talk about, it all ties in together. All of it.
And then they use stuff like Epstein and Diddy to control us because we love celebrity life. Everybody looks up to all these people, or, you know, because we only watch movies and listen to music and watch sports. So they already got us with all that. That's our whole entertainment.
Yeah,
control.
Distractions.
Control you to go watch this movie. Control you to look at this Burger King Whopper, and then fucking 15 minutes later you go drive down the road to get one. Control, man.
I just ate Burger King last night.
Yeah, because you
probably
that commercial.
Yeah, he was watching the football game, and you know, Dr. Pepper and Burger King, they go together. So I'm pretty sure you saw that commercial about 3 or 4 times before halftime was even here.
I was ahead of the game. I already knew. That was my deja vu, I guess.
But seriously though, man,
whatever you say.
It's all of it to me is interesting though, for real. It's like it's presented to us right in front of us, but it's a game. It's like, see if you can figure it out. And I feel like fellas like you and I that, you know, stick together, grew up together, like we've been researching this stuff for a while now, man. We've been trying to pinpoint a lot of this stuff, man. And we're eventually going to get to the bottom before it's our time.
Yeah. So, Chris, Illuminati. Who's the leader?
That's the Illuminati.
The number one guy.
If you
It's
knew, then you would have it
it's
figured out. We're not gonna know.
it's
Yeah.
it's no one. It's
Just
it's a
throwing
group.
to see who you'd say. I
It's
thought
a
you'd.
it's a group, Tony. Just like when you
Well,
go by
yeah.
a sports team, man. You don't go by yourself.
Man, there's just not one.
Yeah, you got your fellas on your right hand and your left hand side. That's your mafia. You know what I'm saying? You got to roll in a group, baby.
Yeah. So all right, the Illuminati and New World Order, all that. It's crazy. People do your research on that stuff.
Judgment's Day is coming.
Mm-hmm.
Might be the next show.
Yeah. You're right. Judgment Day is coming. And who started Judgment Day, but
It's a Christian thing, though.
that's what I'm getting at.
So it's Christianity. It's
I
not
was
really
saying-
like Buddhist, Jewish, and Muslim and all that stuff.
I was saying the group of people, I guess you could say, Christians, believe in Judgment Day.
And I would say, in all honesty, I have a lot of Christian friends, love them, but a lot of Christians, they're what is that thing called? Like, they're hypocritical of everything, right?
Yeah.
Don't do this, don't do that, but then they're doing all of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm just I hate
always...
that everybody thinks they're better than somebody, or you know what I mean? Just because of what their religion is. I don't like that. But Judgment Day coming, we're all gonna find out if we believe in that, then, right? Because we're all gonna be judged before the Lord.
Yeah, the Lord.
Whether we're saved or not saved, if we're gonna go to heaven or hell. Ain't that what they believe on Judgment Day?
That's what they say. It stands for.
Well, yeah, they
the
say
belief.
Judgment Day is when you're ultimately going to make your decision if you're going to follow the Lord or
no. The Lord makes that decision because he's here to judge all. And you know, the only people on this earth that really don't care about that are devils.
Oh yeah.
And that's why the Illuminati's so big and then wanting to make everybody worship the devil. Because that's the devil. That's the devil doing his work. He's gotten all them people controlled.
Exactly.
And God wants to see how many of us won't bow down to that kind of life and still believe in Him and worship Him and pray Him. Pray, you know what I mean? Pray and talk to Him.
Exactly. And who's to say, man? Those ones that go to heaven, those might be the ones that are reincarnated.
Yeah,
and live life.
Maybe the ones that don't go to heaven but could have gone to heaven. So he's kind of like, oh, they're in betweeners. They get reincarnated and come back and get another chance. You never know, but you know what I mean. Life is crazy.
It's deep. That's why it's B.W.O, baby, brothers with them opinions.
Like no lie, when we used to watch like the Gettysburg Address and all that, Tony reminds me of somebody from that joint.
He kind of resembles one of them, doesn't he?
So do y'all want to hear? I pulled up Judgment Day. All right, give you a few facts.
Nothing, man.
What they say. All right, Judgment Day is a term with multiple meanings, including a day of judgment in Christianity and a fictional date in Terminator 2, Judgment Day. Well, we'd always say Hollywood.
Yeah, and that day was August 28th or 29th.
So, of course, the Christian belief is in Christianity, Judgment Day is a day when God will judge all people, living and dead, and separate the righteous from the wicked. Yep. It is also known as the Last Judgment, Final Judgment, Doomsday, or the Day of the Lord. In angelic and mythologist theology, Jesus will return, raise the dead, and gather everyone before him. The righteous will go to heaven, and the wicked will go to hell. Then it has the Terminator 2 Judgment Day movie. In the movie, what date did you say, Chris?
August 28th or 29th?
Damn, dude, you're getting 29th. So August 29th is the date when Skynet, an artificial intelligence program, New World Order, becomes self-aware and destroys most of humanity.
Wow.
And
that movie could be telling us what's going to happen.
Yeah, like we said in Hollywood, they'll be predict. They have the WWE, World Wrestling. They put Judgment Day as the name of a team in WWE. Edge and Damian Priest, formed by the team after WrestleMania 38. And then the sound, it goes on and on.
And then in Terminator, what do they have now that's everywhere? These AI robots and stuff, right?
Uh-huh.
Now they're out there. So Terminator's about to come to life, man.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, they're doing this shit. They've been warning us.
In Hollywood, they're warning you and putting
They
it
warn
out
us all the time with this because supposedly they're supposed to, if they tell us what they're doing, then they won't be judged or whatever they believe in. But if they don't tell us, then they can be, you know what I mean? Something can happen bad to them. But they warning us, so they can't say they didn't give us the warnings. Through movies is how they warn most of us. Movies.
Yeah, well, we should say try to warn you, but what is it? Everybody just sees it as entertainment.
Yep.
It goes back to the comedians and
Which is why they pay these people so much money, because they want them to have us all wrapped around their fingers like, oh, did you see this movie? See that? Oh my God, I love Tom Hanks. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but that's all we do as people. And even us, we're like, oh, you see Eva Mendes? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Speaking of Tom Hanks, he's coming out with a new movie with Jenny. What's her name?
Jenny from Forrest Gump.
The same director who directed Forrest Gump brought back Tom Hanks. I can't think of her name right, but a new movie coming. So there you go.
Hey, to wrap it up though,
your man Tom Hanks.
The facility where they keep like all the Pope's placards on the wall. There's only one slot left on the wall.
Now hold on, what was that? I missed that. What was this on the wall?
Like
Where?
they keep these placards inside of a facility somewhere. I can't remember the name of the place, but it's photos of every pope that we've had throughout history, and they're trying to say that there's only one remaining spot on the wall. I mean,
because saying Judgment Day's come.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Gotcha.
what I'm thinking. To summarize that up, but
and the popes are Catholic.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the biggest businesses in the world. I'll just say it. Catholic.
I know one thing. They come to New York and all places. They shut the city down when they come here.
Dude,
goddamn
look
right.
it up. That's a whole nother time. Look at it. The Catholic religion. They are a legit business.
Yeah. They get that bread. They make that money.
Yeah. They do. And what do they do with it? Is my question. So anyway, all right, everybody. Wrapping it up here. Wayne's going to get into his picks of the week like he always does. So everybody take notes because this man, like I say, is 99.9% accurate on his picks. So into his NFL picks this Sunday.
Yeah, I got a little holiday rundown for the Halloween season. Today I'm going to take Miami over Arizona, Cincinnati over the Eagles, Houston over the Colts, the Lions over the Titans. I like the Falcons over the Buccaneers, and Buffalo over the Seahawks today. And you can take it however you want to take it. You can take it on the spread or the money line. Try it out.
All right, I'm about to drop $2 on that, Wayne. But I think I like Tampa over Atlanta. I'll just throw that in there.
Tampa over Atlanta?
Oh, well, hold on. They got injuries, though.
No Mike Evans, no Chris Godwin.
Yeah.
But it could be a big day for Sterling Sharp because that's the next receiver up. And
Shepard.
Oh, yeah, I said, who did I say? Sterling Sharp? Oh, yeah. That was my guy back in the day, though. But yeah, Sterling Shepard, to correct me on that. Thank you, Tony. But former Giant receiver, used to be explosive. We'll see.
Yep. And we will see. So, all right, guys. As usual, it's been fun. Until next week, everybody.
How's y'all's teams doing so far? How's Washington and Dallas doing in football?
We're not talking about that right now.
Washington and Dallas?
Are they doing good this year, those teams?
Hey, you know where we go with this. You can stop recording or you can just edit this part out. But man, we ain't got to talk no Dallas right now at all.
They got the highest paid player in the league.
Yeah, but
Chris just had to bring that up and then the show. So now the show is definitely over because we're not talking about the Cowboys unless they win.
No, that ain't how it works. That's why Instagram sometimes will be fake because everybody always shows the good things, but we don't be showing the bad things and the struggles in life.
That's true.
Hey, Dak might be the chosen one. That's why he got that money.
You never know. But all right, Wayne.
What's good, fam?
All right, Wayne and Chris, it's been fun and a great episode. And until next week, we'll see everybody, whatever we talk about next week.
Tony, where you better go to Walmart?
No. Why would I go to Walmart?
Get some food to throw on the grill.
That's where I'm about to go. I'm about to go to Walmart. About to get some fish, some flour, some grease.
But all right.
You know what time it is today.
Yep.
But everybody, on a real note though, till next time, BWO will be back next week, next Sunday. Tune in. My brothers Chris and Tony. Hopefully we can get Zed back on the show. We'll reach out to him and see what's going on. Everybody have a blessed, safe day.
Brothers with opinions, big voice, no silence, revolution televised, ain't no good in private, not knowledge to the ignorant, ain't never been bliss. Stand up and be heard, we the new activists. Yeah, brothers with opinion, let the convo begin. You know communication key, but then you must comprehend. Preach, B.W.O, let your voices be heard. We enlightened by the truth and now we spreading the word. Let's go. How do we learn to live when we conditioned to die? Most people fail before they start because they don't ever try. Man, they told us we was worthless, we believed in the lie. We took it way too literal when Big said ready to die. You know the KKK turned the cops in disguise. Man, a lot done changed, but race still applies. 5-0, hands up, don't even ask why. Trayvon, Mike Brown, man, another mother's cry. Hey,